Y'all, happy Father's Day. I haven't spoken about my dad in a long time, so today I'm going to share with you guys about my dad. Now, mind you, I know that my mom gave birth to me when she was 47 and my dad was older, so he was in his 50s before he had me. So he had a whole long life before I even existed. Now, this is Pastor Tien, my dad. Yes, you heard that right. Pastor Tien. Yes, I am a PK's kid. So I've heard a lot of stories about him from family members and stuff like that. So I'm going to share what I've heard or his stories that I've been passed on. So we're from Long Ai, which is like, I think, central Vietnam, somewhere like that, in a village. And when he was in his 20s, he went to school for medicine to be a doctor. So he was an herbalist. And later in his 20s, he switched over and decided to be a pastor. Now, as the years go by, communists take over. Back then, we're not allowed to believe in God. We're not allowed to believe in Christ. So he used to have underground churches, and the communist people would find him and beat him and lock him up. But regardless of that, he always stayed 10 toes down to Christ. About 1992, we refugeed to the Philippines, and this is him in the Philippines getting his little certificate for learning a little bit of English. And we refugeed there waiting for them to ship us to America. So we got to America about 1993. Made it to America, y'all. I showed y'all a video where we joined Washington International Church, and this is my dad getting wrapped up one of the Christmas games that we played in church and stuff like that. Now, I told you I went to a diverse church, okay? So this is my dad with all of the kids from church, and he was just always great with kids. He's so funny. He's naturally funny. Most pastors are just naturally funny. So a lot of my personality is from my dad, and a big heart. I have a big heart from him. Really popular in the Vietnamese community, okay? He had a lot of respect, and that was my dad. Look how handsome he is. And that's my mom. Don't get her started, because if you tell her, she's the most beautifulest woman in the village, okay? Me before I was bad, this is a little angry right there. But I hate that he had to be around when I was a teenager, because I was a bad teenager, and he really didn't get to experience the adult me. So that is the sad part. I don't really have no pictures of my dad and my kids, but he was alive when my son was born, and he used to call my son Obama, and my son loved him. He only wanted to sleep with grandpa. Now, my dad did pass away 2 months before I gave birth to Juice, and that was probably one of the hardest times in my life. Like, I was going through a lot during that time. Last photo I took with my dad was in this Vietnamese wedding dress that I planned to wear for my wedding that he never made it to. Besides being a pastor, he always carried around a camcorder, and he just loved recording. Like, he wanted to be in production. He loved people just like how I love people. Had a big heart just like how I have a big heart, and here to make people laugh. Y'all may think a lot of stuff that I do is not okay. I'm still human, all right? I'm not a pastor. My dad's a pastor. I'm just a daughter, but we both have a great heart, and I miss him and I love him so much. So I just wanted to share with you guys my dad. Thanks for watching. Happy Father's Day.